Getting a negative review on your Amazon product can be one of the most destructive things that can happen to your brand and business. In fact, it takes five-star reviews to overcome just one-star review on Amazon. Conversion rates can plummet, trust gets eroded, organic ranking goes down, pay-per-click becomes more expensive, and frankly, the success and profitability of your product can be extremely impacted by negative reviews. But there's good news. There's actually terms of service compliant ways that you can have those reviews removed. And this stuff literally takes minutes. We're gonna go over 3 of these different approaches in this video, break it down so literally in the next 10 minutes, you can have negative reviews removed from your Amazon product. Let's go. Hey guys, what is up and welcome to Heist. We've got an interesting topic today. We're gonna break down 3 different methods, literally step by step. So at the end of this video, you know how to remove negative reviews from your listing. These are all terms of service compliant, legit ways that you can have 1, 2, and even 3-star reviews removed or changed from your listing. So let's break this all down step by step and jump into my computer. All right, so let's dive right into this thing on how to remove negative reviews on Amazon. Now, this first method is one of the newest methods available to sellers. It comes directly within Amazon Seller Central system. You do have to be brand registered for this one, but it's completely terms of service compliant. And it's fantastic. Basically, what it enables you to do is to search by either 3, 2, or 1-star reviews from their dashboard, and you can actually reach out and message customers directly using custom messaging. So this is awesome. We've always wanted the opportunity to make it right. The core thing here is we're not going to be talking about asking them to remove their negative reviews here. We're literally just going to reach out proactively from a customer experience, customer service standpoint to try to make it right. Now, what I find is that customers either leave a positive review or a negative review. They've had a really good experience or a really bad experience. So what we're trying to do here is to change that really bad experience, to humanize the brand and the interaction, and to make it right by the customer. And what I tend to find is somewhere in the neighborhood of about 10% of customers, once you use this method, will actually change their review to a more positive rating after you do this. So here's how you go about doing it. You just log into Seller Central. You're gonna go to that top left menu of Seller Central, click on that sucker. You're then going to get the drop down menu. You're going to go to brands and then customer reviews. Now from there, you've got a whole dashboard of all the reviews that have been left on all of your different products that are in your catalog. You can sort these by star rating. So again, choose the ones that you want to reach out to. We typically do 3, 2, and 1-star reviews. So sort there. And then it's going to give you a full list of all the 3, 2, and 1-star reviews for every product in your catalog that have occurred that are active on listings. Now, when you do this for the first time, you're gonna actually see something here that says message customer. We do this literally every single day. And so you just have examples of the messages that we already sent. But if you're doing this for the first time and or it's a new 1, 2, or 3-star review, you just select send a message to the customer from that dashboard. And then we just send a pre-populated message that we've created. Some of these can be custom to the product or the situation that may be in the review itself, so you can customize these. So this is a message we would send to a customer. So, hey Will, my name is Adam and I'm the founder of Enter Your Brand. I wanted to follow up on your issue personally in the hopes that we can make it right. First, I'm truly sorry for the frustration and issues you've had with our Enter the Product. We've already started the process of refunding your order and we would be more than willing to send a replacement or offer any of our products to make it right. Beyond the refund coming your way, please let us know if you'd like a courtesy replacement or if there's anything else we can do. Thank you, Adam. So these are messages that we go in daily and send. I would recommend that you do this at least weekly. The sooner you send a message after a review's been posted, the more likely you're gonna actually get the customer to read and respond to it. But our general process is we just offer a refund automatically. Oftentimes, if they've left a 1-star review, they might have already initiated a return, but we throw that language in there and we do initiate a refund right off the bat just to try to make it right. And then again, we offer to send a replacement, or if they're not happy with that product at all, we're willing to offer something else in our catalog of similar value. Again, about 10% of the time, sometimes more, we'll see these reviews once we send this message go from a 1-star up to a 4 or a 5-star. The ability to use Amazon's platform, to use this brand registry mechanism, is a fantastic new tool in the arsenal of actually changing negative reviews to positive ones. Now, a similar strategy in the second one here is actually using a software called SELLERISE. I'm going to leave a link down below with a discount for you. There's a lot of awesome features here, but one of the cool ones is a service called Review Puncher. So from this dashboard, you just go to this review section, go to Review Puncher, and then it's going to give all of your different stats and stuff if you've set this up. But if you're doing this for the first time, all you basically need to do here is go to Set Configurations, and it basically just says, hey, for a 1, 2, or 3-star review, what do you want to do? Do you want to offer a courtesy refund? Do you want to ignore them? Or do you want to send a customer review message which uses Amazon's pre-populated templates? So this is different from that custom one that we just talked about in that first method. So you basically just set those things up and you are off to the races. It's going to automatically send messages that Amazon's prescribed in their pre-populated templates. You can also come down here and set configurations at the product level. So if you know you've got an issue with the product, you can set it to a courtesy refund. You can customize all of these settings. You do this thing once, and then it's going to do this for every 1, 2, or 3-star review that comes through your Amazon account. Now, the third one is a little bit more nuanced, but it can be incredibly powerful to actually removing negative reviews. So much like us as sellers having guidelines in terms of service for how reviews can be applied to our various products, there's also buyer-specific terms of service. So if you're buying stuff on Amazon and you're leaving a review, you're agreeing to uphold to these standards. And if you don't, those reviews could be removed and your actual buyer privileges might actually be removed as well. So what are the reasons that you could potentially flag a review, submit a ticket to Amazon, and have that review removed? Well, here's the various reasons. One is if they talk about seller order or shipping feedback. So if they talk about the shipping being delayed, if they're talking about the seller account, something going on with the order, the packaging was damaged, if any of that language is either in the title of the review or the body of the review, you can actually submit a ticket within Amazon and have it removed. If there's comments about pricing or availability, so I've had this before where we launched at a really low price and then we slowly crept that price up, and the reviewer would say something like, I bought it at $19.99 and it was great, but now it's $29.99 and I would not recommend it at that price. You can have that review removed if it's talking about price explicitly. Second is content written in unsupported languages. So if you're, for example, selling in the US and somebody is putting Chinese characters in the review that's not in either Spanish or English or the language with which the country you're selling in, that review can be removed. There's repetitive text, spam, or pictures created with symbols. Those can be removed. Sometimes you just see people put a bunch of question marks or there's not actually anything coherently written. Those can be removed. They reference private information, so phone number, email address, mailing address, license plate, data source, or order number. Those can be removed. This happens quite a bit. It's surprising, but profanity or harassment. So it's okay to question others' beliefs, but be respectful. So they don't allow profanity, harassment, or threats, attacks on people you disagree with. This is a big one. Libel, defamation, or inflammatory content. So if they're saying things that just are factually not true, and then drowning out others' opinions. So this one's a little nuanced again, but if you see these things in a negative review, you can submit for removal. Anything obviously related to hate speech, race, ethnicity, nationality, gender, sexual orientation, religion, age, disability, any of those things in comments can make a review removable. Anything that's sexual content, external links, ads or promotional content. So if they're like promoting another product or some other service, you can have those removed. Conflicts of interest. This one's a little bit tricky, but if you can identify that it's a friend, relative, employer, business associate, or a competitor that's left a review, harder to prove, but if you can, those can be removed. If there's any plagiarism, infringement, or impersonation, and if there's illegal activities mentioned. So if they're talking about violence, illegal drug use, underage drinking, any of that stuff. So for any of these reasons, if you again notice that in the title or body of a negative review, you can actually submit a ticket within Amazon. Go in, you list the ASIN that it's affected, you list the title of the review, you list the review itself, as well as a link to the review. And then you basically just explain to Amazon, hey, this is impacting the customer experience on not only Amazon, but also our product. It's damaging. Here's the thing that it violates. And you can link this terms of service, which I'll provide a link to below, and explain why it needs to be removed. We find that if it's a legitimate violation, about 20% of the time you can have them removed. Some of the ones that are less nuanced, you can see those up of 80, 90% plus. You'll also find that sometimes you need to submit multiple tickets. So you can also, if you get rejected the first time, you can follow up with additional information. Sometimes it may take a couple correspondence to get it done. Also recommend that you do these in batches of about 10. Don't like to typically do more than 10 tickets at a time. It can just cause some issues. But again, this should be something that's done on a daily, weekly basis. Going in, analyzing the reviews. If you notice any of these violations, you should become very familiar with them and then leverage them in your ticketing process. So how do you do this at scale? Well, a really cool way to do this is go to the actual listing of your product itself. I just got an example one here. And then all you need to do is to go into the Helium 10 Chrome extension. I'll leave a link down below with a discount to the software tool. But from the actual product page, you just go to this review insights section, and then you can kind of select the time filters. So I've just selected 3 months here because this thing has like 30,000 reviews, wanted to keep it compact, but you can select whatever time frame you want. And then you can select additional filters if you want. I leave that alone. And then you basically just select 1, 2, and 3-star reviews is what we like to do. You then just apply the filters, export those reviews. It's going to go to a CSV file. Then you just copy them into a Google Sheet like this. So this is the exact output from that particular product of 1, 2, 3-star reviews. It's got all markets here. So you got to pay attention here to where the review was. That's very specific to that language violation. So as an example, if you saw these Japanese symbols here and it was on a review from the United States, we could actually submit this for removal. But because it's in the native language, because it was sold in Japan, you can. So just pay attention to what the market was that it was left. So I'm going to scroll down here. I've highlighted a couple of these that may be a potential violation. Again, some of them are a little bit more nuanced than other ones, but this one says absolute scam, taking advantage of ADHD people. That's libel in my opinion. That's just not true. That's not what this product is intending to do, and it's factually incorrect. So we would submit, again, the ASIN, the title of this review, a link to it, what it violates in the terms of service, and why it should be removed. Let's look at some other ones here. Marketing scam, again, that could be perceived as libel. This one references price. These ones are a little bit harder to get done, but anytime somebody references a dollar amount price or says it's overpriced, etc., we always just submit them. A lower probability than some of the other ones, but it doesn't hurt to try. This one here just has question marks in the title because they're using symbols, despite the fact that they actually have written text here, might not get removed, but because the title itself just has question marks, I would go ahead and submit that one. And then here's one that's referencing the condition of the product. Again, if this is a new listing and Amazon shipped out a used product and they're referencing the condition of the packaging or the condition of the product being used, that could be submitted. So this says open and used, and then that basically just talks about someone's earwax being in there. So become very familiar with what all of those various terms of service violations are for buyers leaving reviews. Anytime you see it by scanning using this Helium 10 tool or scanning your listing manually and your reviews manually, you can submit those tickets up to 10 at a time and have those removed. All right, guys, hope you guys dug this one. Again, some actionable content that you can literally implement today to dramatically improve the conversion rate, trust, profitability, organic ranking, and reduce pay-per-click cost for your Amazon products. It's these processes. It's this know-how of how Amazon works that gives you an edge on other sellers, and it helps you dramatically improve the performance of your products. A lot of this stuff is also very new. I wish I had this stuff years ago when I started selling on Amazon. It just wasn't possible. The fact that we can reach out to buyers, that we have systems where we can submit tickets, that we've got automated software that can help us remove these negative reviews is incredibly powerful. So I hope you found value in this. I hope you're able to implement this into your business. And if this is your first time here and you dug this one, go ahead and hit subscribe. We drop content like this literally every single Monday. We'd love to have you back. And if you're returning, as always, appreciate you stopping by. See you guys next week.